In deep yoga backbends, even the exhalation would have to find its way to elongate through the spine inside. Alright? At first, this principle might sound like, oh, how could I elongate my spine inside my body, where the inherent action of the exhalation is flexing? It's definitely when you exhale, the spine would have its inherent tendency to close. Because you are releasing the energy or the force that initiate the lengthening of the spine. No worries if you are doing like basic backbends. You don't have to apply this principle. But for example, you are at the stage where you're cracking through deep ones, like for example Kapotasana, Ekapada Kapotasana, or even the drop backs. Alright, so definitely, unless you're very flexible, but really flexibility should be coming from the foundation of the breath and the foundation of the strength. So even if you're very flexible and you can actually just curl back in one go, generally for most people, it might take 1 or 2 breaths or even more than 3 breaths for us to be able to really extend or curl back to the full potential of our spine as required in a certain position. For example, me, I can't do it in one breath. So somehow I have to stop and soak my bandhas inside and my breath inside. Otherwise, if I force my body to do it in one go, I would feel like pressure and maybe pain in the low back. And for most of us, that's the case. So how you go about through the process without losing the space or without losing the length you've created when you do the position, if you're doing the position in more than one breath. So even if you're doing it in one breath, the exhalation will still have to find its way to elongate the spine forward. So this principle is easy to learn on a kneeling backbend like this. So it's like you're doing a Ekapada Kapotasana, but instead of reaching for the heel behind us, we will be reaching for the floor behind us. So here, just loosen a bit. Tip the hips back a bit, and then inhale. As you inhale, rise up to the vertical. This is very important principle. So you don't want to be curling back right away as you inhale. Why? Because if you curl back right away without opening this space inside the hip and the low back, you might end up jamming that lower spine against the big bone of the hip behind. So what you want to do is to move your weight up first to the vertical position. But as you exhale, the tendency is this. No, you don't want that. As you exhale, you have to spin and hang the weight of your body forward and up. Good. So if the inhale is vertical, exhalation is forward and hang. This is exhale. Now when you inhale, rise the body up against the vertical. But when you exhale, don't collapse it. Exhale forward and the weight of the upper back to space in the back. But keep lifting up to the vertical. Inhaling, exhaling, see? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Even the exhalation is rising. Good. And then you will feel now that the back bend is predominantly felt here and there's no pressure in the lumbar spine. So breathing in, rise up, exhale up and back. Inhale, forward and up, exhale up and back. Breathing in, exhale, push through the knees. That will be your additional support. Good. And just place your hands to the ground behind you. Good. Exhale. Now as you inhale, you're going to rise back up. Breathing in. Good. When you exhale, fold the hip back. And then you're lifting back up to the vertical. Good. And exhale, back to your setup position. Good. So apply the principle. It may help you assist your back bend, especially if you're not too flexible in the lower spine, so you can perform the back bend safely and progressively.